Bringing the 21 skills to conclusion. The philosophy of life and the outlook to life that best will always come to us. Best is ahead of us, which is called optimism, is important skill that everyone needs to have for us to continue to push forward. Also, the ability to decide based on facts and not emotion. And accounting colleagues, please, entrepreneur colleagues, please, facts is good. Don't base your decision to drive your organization based on emotion, like it and like their displays of emotion. Please base it on facts. What is fact? Fact tells us that this thing actually exists. There is an evidence for it. You can actually substantiate it. It's not based on emotion. It's not subjective. It is highly objective. Please let your decision be objective whenever you are taking a decision, especially a futuristic decision. So ability to make decision based on facts and not based on emotion is a great skill that we must go into this year with. Ability to speak in front of large audience. That is talking about sales skill, the ability to sell yourself, the ability to sell your organization, the ability to sell your products. We all must sell ourselves, and that is why the professionals that make it the most in the world, high ranking, highest paid, or one of the highest paid in the world, they are the salespeople, irrespective of the industry. They are the salespeople. You can try and establish the facts that I just gave you. So please, let us develop ourselves in the area of our marketability, especially ability to sell ourselves and our products to large audience. Ability to keep trying even after failure. And let us establish one fact: be fearful and be afraid of anyone that will not disclose their failure, that's afraid of their failures, because only failures become success. And anybody that has not failed has not tried enough, and it takes those that have failed to tell us how not to do a thing. That is the truth. So many people shield their failures of the past and the like. The truth of the matter is, if you try enough, if you try so many things enough, if you are pushful enough, you will fail in one thing or the other. The only one that we can call a failure is any person that has stopped trying. Anybody that has stopped trying, in as much that you keep on pushing, success is on the way. So the ability to keep trying irrespective of failure recorded is important skill we must have. The ability to invest money, time, energy on your own, on yourself. This is another thing, especially to us that are in employment. Please, you need to put your effort on yourself too. As you serve your organization, please serve yourself the more. Ensure that you go for a training. Ensure that you buy something that will add value to you personally and to your industry, to what you want to become in the nearest future. Many people don't like to spend money on themselves. They can even buy things for others. I've seen it happen, but to buy for themselves becomes difficult. Please ensure you put money into your own life, invest into your own future. It is very important, because at the end of the day, that is what you have. That is the only thing you have. And when you have an organization employing you and training you, please don't joke with such organization, because there are many organizations that will not even send their employees to training, because they will say, after all, they can leave at any time and live with the knowledge. So please invest in acquisition of knowledge. It's a skill that we must develop. Ability to do things irrespective of situation. Ability to do things irrespective of situation. An executive come and talk to us in one of a big meeting that I attended. And you know what? We cannot know until himself was saying it that his organization actually recorded losses for 10 years. 10 good years. Of course, we may ask, so how do they push the fund and the like? They keep borrowing, they keep all forms of funding to keep the organization alive. But later on, they break forth and the breakthrough came, and every one of us knows them because now it's an household name. The product, the organization is an household name. They are the leader in the industry. But what are we talking about? We are talking about the ability to move on irrespective of failures recorded, irrespective of obstacles and situations that confronts us. Ability to self-analyze. We need to analyze ourselves. In management, there's something we call SWOT analysis. Of course, it's as old as possible anyway, but it is fundamental. We need to know our strengths and our weaknesses, even individually. What are your opportunities as a result of your strengths, and what are the negativity that is possible outcome as a result of our weaknesses? See, this life has come to balance itself individually and collectively. So don't be ashamed of your weaknesses, and don't think overly of yourself. At the same time, of your positivity, of your strengths. Use your strengths to balance up your weaknesses and move on. That is how the life actually works. So we need to self-analyze. In what area am I good? In what area am I bad? What can I do best? What are the things that I should not even dabble into? Then we will know who we need to surround ourselves with. Let's take for example, I can speak. Let's say for example, I'm just saying I'm not the best. Of course, I have so many ahead of me in speaking industry and public speaking. Let's say one of my strengths is ability to speak, but I could not write. I could speak, I could not write. Then the question is, what can I do to be able to write? Number one, I know that because I could not write but I could speak, I may need to surround myself with people that could write. I may need to invest in applications that could convert my spoken words into recorded books for me and the like. But before we can do that, we need to know our strengths, to self-analyze. Once we know our strengths and self-analyze, we know our weaknesses, then we know what we do not have and how to get them. That is what I want to bring out by saying that, giving us that example. The ability also, which is important, is to understand what other feels. It is called emotional intelligence. And if you go to my playlist, there is an emotional intelligence series that I did like a year ago. Go check it up, and this can be of help in this regards. It's a good skill that we must know how others feel around us, how others feel around us, and how we ourselves feel towards others. Is very important. Then we will be able to coexist without destroying one another. Ability to remain consistent. Ability to remain consistent. That organization that the MD gave a speech about their beginning, their ability, what sustained them today. They are raking in billions now, but what sustains them? The ability to be consistent. The ability to be consistent. If somebody should open a shop today or an organization and closes it tomorrow, you know what? Day after tomorrow, somebody that noticed the organization yesterday and came around to buy will not be able to buy. Why? Simply because they are no longer there, they are no longer available. They've closed the shop, they closed the business. But if the business continues, you know what? Then sales begin to come after a while. And it's the power of consistency in our lives. It's the power of consistency in our lives. I could remember like 2.5 years ago when I started this channel. We need to push. When you have a subscriber, you thank God. But by the grace of God, we know where we are now. We are moving towards the 10,000 mark, and you can help. And that is why you need to subscribe to GJAMES Associates. Subscribe, click all, click notification, Like, it's important that you like because of the algorithm of YouTube, so that it can capture it and send it to as much people as we need it. Thank you for doing that. Let's move on as we conclude on the 21 skills that will pay you forever. And that's another one, is the ability to remain consistent, where I just said, and the ability to master your thoughts. The ability to master your thoughts, we need to know how our thought life, our inner workings. We need to know yourself. We need to know ourselves. How do I think? If I know how I think, I know some situation I should not find myself. And once I find myself, I know what to do, because I know my thought pattern. So we need to know ourselves, and we need to know our thought pattern. The ability to write word, to persuade and influence others. Many times, especially now I'm talking to business executive, please know how to write. It doesn't come easy. I agree, it doesn't come easy. I could remember when I was trying to begin to write. I've written some books, and you can check the gifts up on Amazon. So that is by the way. So, but when I started writing, it was difficult, but little by little, it becomes easy because of the power of consistency that we just spoke about, and also the ability to persuade others. So executive that wants sales to come, you must be able to write. Now they call it copyright. You must be able to copyright, that is, write some sales marketable speech, maybe 50 words to sell your product, even 100 words. We are to ask you, please, can we meet you? You should be able to sell yourself to us within 2 minutes, even with 2 sentences. You should be able to sell yourself to us. So that is the summary, and it comes by ability to write, ability to think through, ability to summarize and influence others towards us. Last but not the least of the ability I'm going to mention as we close and round off is ability to ask for help. Don't feel shy. Many of us feel shy that they will think I could not do it. They could think I'm helpless. Yes, they could think whatsoever they want to think, but let help come to you first. Let help that you need come to you first. So the ability to ask for help. I think women on the other side are good at this. They easily could ask for help, unlike women. I mean men. Many times it's difficult for us to ask for help, maybe as a result of men's ego. But let's grow about that and ask for help when you need help. I ask for help myself when I need help. It's important skill to be able to ask, please help me, please assist me here. Of course, we are going to hear some no's, no, no, but it's another skill equally to move on with no, to accept no as they come our way. And out of many no's, yes we come. Yes we come. It's just like a man that wants to marry. Many of us that are married, many of us will tell us it's not the first person you spoke to that agrees to marry you. Yes or no? And because of that, and that understanding, why won't you ask for help? Do you know that woman that you married, you actually asked for her help? That is the truth. You ask for her help to help you to settle down, to help you to be your life mate, your life partner. So ask for help. Gbenga Olatunji FCA has been speaking for those of us that are just joining us, and returning viewers, we say thank you. Let's hit that 10,000 subscribers mark. We can do it, and please go and like and subscribe because God is taking us far, and we want you to join the community and be in the community now. Now it is important, so that when we get there together, the door will not be shut. Thank you. We see you next time.